So I want to start. I've been curious about this, and I want to start the interview with this. First of all, congrats on the movie.
Thank
Fan of your
you.
work. Great to talk to you. What was it like actually telling your parents that you wanted to be an actor?
Oh gosh. Um, well, I didn't really ever directly tell them. I I loved performing. I was always putting on plays when I was little, and then I started doing ballet at a very young age, and I think that was sort of my indirect route towards acting. It's another way of telling stories, and so I never really said it out loud. And I just kept doing it. And then, um, yeah, as I got into high school, I started doing the school plays. And then by the time I was applying to colleges, I loved writing and I loved English. And then I also was looking at schools with theater programs. And anyway, my parents were massively supportive, but they definitely felt like I had found it on my own.
I've spoken to a number of actors with parents that are in the industry, and I've heard about the talk. Be prepared that you are. It's a real challenge. Stuff. I was just curious if you had ever gotten the
Oh
talk, but
gosh,
we
yeah, there
can.
were lots of talks about like don't do that. Don't be an actor, like do anything but this. Um, but anyway, clearly
No,
clearly all those warnings end up being very futile.
yeah, I mean, if you want to do something, you're going to do it. But
Yeah.
so I'm curious, what was it like? Actually, I'm a big fan of William Monahan and his writing.
Yeah,
So
he's
I'm just curious, what was it
incredible.
like reading the script for the first time and seeing his words on the page?
I loved the script so much. There's so much restraint in the script. There's also the way that he writes dialogue. The language is so beautiful. And coming from the theater, I'm someone who, I always lean in towards language, and when um, you get to have these sort of remarkably wonderful words, and he's such an amazing writer, and then the novel is also just tremendously written. So I mean, listen, writing, as I was saying, it was sort of my other love, and I'm the daughter of a writer, and being surrounded on both sides by such incredible writing with this project was certainly such a pull towards wanting to do it.
Sure. It also doesn't, hurt with Ben and George and all the other, but so I'm obviously a huge fan of George Clooney as well. And I think he's so talented behind the camera. What maybe surprised you about working with him that perhaps you weren't expecting?
I just think that, the biggest surprise was I anticipated that I would love him, but I never could have imagined how much I would love him, both as a human being and as a director. It just exceeded all of my expectations sort of on day one. And I had a high bar set, and he just, um, but he's such a trusting director. I think he's someone, he trusts his actors, he trusts his choices. So he surrounded himself by people. His producing partner is someone they've known each other for years, and they are so locked in. There's so much trust there. And then he has that for his crew, he has that for his actors. So um, you really feel that on his set. And I think he also is very trusting of his audience. I think he's made a movie where he's not trying to control the audience experience. He's really generously gifting the film to audiences, and knowing that they'll have their own very personal experience with it.
On how many days did it take for you to become Chris Farley on set and start geeking out with Christopher Lloyd?
I'm sort of always pretty nerdy, but I'm also shy. Um, so I don't know if I ever did that overtly. But it was so wonderful to be on set with him, because he's such an amazing actor. And gosh, there were lots of great stories too on that set. So I loved being around those.
Yeah, I can't even imagine but anyway, and so I'm a big fan of learning about how the way actors prepare for big scenes,
Yeah.
and just the behind the scenes. So hypothetically, if you have like a huge scene on a Monday, it's going to be tough, emotionally draining, whatever it may be. Can you sort of take me through how you're getting ready for that scene? Is it like a week out that you're already working on it? Maybe could you share your process?
Um, Gosh, I think you start prepare or I start preparing from the moment I read the script or the moment I know I'm going to do the job. And there was something I felt such something about her hit me so personally and hit me at a moment in my life where it felt very much like meeting apart at a very specific point in time, that felt very meant to be. And so I think, if you have listen, there are no small scenes. And also a scene that is being emotionally drained. There's nothing better than leaving a day of work and feeling like you don't really have anything left. I don't mind days like that. That's such a gift of getting to do what I get to do, which is holding nothing back for myself, just sort of being able to hopefully give it all on the day. So I look forward to every day, but I certainly look forward to those days.
I did not know. I watched the movie and then learned about Daniel's video. The
Yeah,
when
I know. I didn't know until I got on set and George, pulled it up on his phone for me.
Yeah, I wanted to know what was your reaction when you saw it and then working with him.
Well, it was so great, and that's his mother. His mother plays my sister. In that she's the one who knocks over the radio. That's his mother. And so seeing the two of them in that video was so delicious. It was like, and he's just fearless, and that's how he is as an actor. That's how he is on set. He walked into this, what could have been, I'm sure, an incredibly intimidating environment, and he just had such self-possession, and he was just present and everything you could want in a scene partner, and he was so easy to fall in love with.
I got to go, but I am looking forward to Love and Death on HBO
Oh,
Max.
good. Thank
All
you.
right, I'm assuming you're filming,
I am. Yes.
right? I won't pressure you on that thing. I'll just say congrats on everything. Great talking with you, and I
Likewise.
hope film's a huge hit.
Thank you so much. Thank you.